What's up, y'all? It's your girl Mickey Truth, aka Mickey Fact. How y'all doing today? Oh, look at y'all waiting on me. What's up, Coco? 83 box Chevy girl. Blue Raw. Is that Blue Rad 59? Is that how you say that? So we're kind of together today, but I need just a few seconds here just to go ahead and put our disclaimers up and everything. And of course, can everybody hear me? Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. All right, all right. Y'all let me know. Y'all can hear me. Hear me. All right, good, good. Let me put my disclaimers up because we're gonna be using some clips from other places, and we don't want no problems. Y'all know. Now that we done had some time to let everything settle, how y'all feeling about that arrest that was made or announced yesterday? Do, 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 do. Right. Let's see here. You confused, Coco? I'm lost too. I ain't gonna store. I'm lost too. It's like something off, you know? I can't really put my finger on it, but something is definitely off. But we gonna see what we can come up with about that. Y'all go ahead and make sure y'all like, comment, share, subscribe. I'm just getting all my disclaimers up so we can get started. What I did? What's up? What's up, Mouthpiece? Jennifer Sky, I see you. Y'all, one day I'm gonna be ready to go when I start a live. I'm trying to doggone post this doggone disclaimer. Thank you, Rose Gold Lovely. I can't get it to stop. Coco, can you give me a copyright in the chat, please? My computer acting crazy. And I am coming. Hold up. All right, all right. What's up, Jimmy Carson? What's up? Trying to get all this stuff together, man. Trying to get this disclaimer up. It's acting crazy on my doggone phone right now. Thank you. Shout out to Coco. All right, let's get it going. So we're about to dig into Patrick Xavier Clark. I don't know about y'all, but when they dropped that name, I'm like, huh? Like, really? Like, I'm confused, right? So I know I can't be the only one that was confused. Because I'm like, where did this guy come from? Right? And if y'all was on my live yesterday, y'all saw that um it was kind of like Bo always be throwing me off. Bo, what you talking about? That was a joke, or you being for real?
No, I'm being for real. I was trying to find you another one. I was muted, so I didn't mute. But
Oh,
that doesn't actually have a disclaimer in it at all if you read it.
all right. Hold on. I have one. It just won't let me doggone share it. And y'all tell the Skull Gang members, y'all tell him this ain't working like he told me it was gonna work. I'm trying to doggone get moderators, and what he said was gonna happen is not happening. So y'all tell him what I said. Because he said I just had to press the button. Okay, let me see if this gonna let me share it now. Yeah, y'all already know people be coming for our throats over here at Truth Team, so I gotta make sure I got all my ducks in a row. Now let me see. I'm waiting on it to load up.
I can see if that'll let me post it.
Oh, I got it. All right, we got
That's
that
two.
up.
All right.
Okay, so one more moment, and we about to get started. I'm trying to make moderators. Skull said I could do it from here, but it ain't happening. No, that ain't it. Okay, hold up. What's up, Miss T? How you doing, girl? All right, yeah, it ain't doing like this, like Skull said it would. That's fine. I'll look into it. So what we're gonna do first? Go ahead and pull up the news video, both. So first we're gonna watch this clip, and then we're gonna check back in after the clip and go from there.
The man arrested and charged in the death of Migos rapper Takeoff appeared before a judge a short time ago. Houston police say Patrick Xavier Clark is the person who pulled the trigger outside of a downtown bowling alley. KPRC2's Bryce Newberry live outside of the Harris County Jail with new information in this case. Bryce.
Brandon, the suspect in Takeoff's murder was supposed to appear in court sometime in the 7 o'clock hour, but it just happened in the last 10 minutes or so. We're told that he entered the courtroom in an orange jumpsuit surrounded by 7 police officers. And tonight, prosecutors are asking for him to be held on a $1 million bail.
Tonight, 33-year-old Patrick Xavier Clark is accused of murdering Migos rapper Takeoff more than a month ago outside a private party at a downtown bowling alley.
More than an entertainer, he was a son, a brother, cousin, and a friend, and a mentor to those in the music industry.
Friday afternoon, Houston Police Chief Troy Finner announced Clark's arrest alongside Mayor Sylvester Turner and investigators disclosing new details about what led up to the shooting.
There was a lucrative dice game that went on at the event. There was an argument that happened afterwards outside the bowling alley, which led to the shooting. I can tell you that Takeoff was not involved in playing in the dice game. He was not involved in the argument that happened outside. He was not armed. He was an innocent bystander.
In asking for a $1 million bond, court documents show prosecutors consider Clark a flight risk, revealing that he applied for an expedited passport after the November 1st murder and had plans to travel to Mexico. Police arrested him Thursday with a large amount of cash. Police also arrested 22-year-old Cameron Joshua, caught on video with a weapon at the after party, and charged him with unlawful carrying of a weapon. Police say the investigation isn't close to over.
And we are still learning more details as this hearing unfolds in the building behind me here. In fact, we're told that there was video that actually captured Clark pointing the gun at Takeoff. Also, video of him fleeing the scene. Of course, these are details just developing right now, and we'll continue to keep you updated. The suspect is due back in court on Monday. We're live downtown tonight. I'm Bryce Newberry, KPRC 2 News.
Well, dang. All right, that was a lot to take in. I don't even know where to start on that one. What y'all got to say about that? Like, a bag full of money. That's interesting, actually, though. And I'm gonna tell y'all why. Bo, pull up the case file for Patrick Clark. A bag full of money. When y'all think a bag full of money, how much y'all think is in a bag full of money? You know what, Rose Gold Lovely? I don't know if that was him or not. They haven't said. I know I looked at that video you're referring to. We couldn't see it clear enough to say, if that's him or not. But a bag full of money on November 1st to December 2nd. I don't know. I don't know. We're gonna have to look into that, really. So on here, go to images and pull up the financial page. But you know what, Dion? We gonna get to that because I thought of that too. I thought of it. So per this document that's available in public records through Harris County, according to this, they cleared cash on hand $1,200. To me, $1,200 ain't a bag full of money, but I could be wrong. But I
Could have
feel
looked
like you
could have
can
looked like
put.
a lot. It could have been 1,200 ones.
But when you think of could have been, I mean, well, we can play devil's advocate. It could have been, but I still wouldn't think $1,200. Well, could be. I mean, it could be a little bag. They ain't say what size bag. What y'all thinking about that? If they only checked in 1,200, do y'all think that is reasonable to say bag full of money? Appreciate you, Dion. What you think, Spread Love? Right, Coco. I need to be on your team. But it really isn't. I mean, when you say 1,200, I mean that I don't think that I wouldn't put that as bag full of money. See, when I heard bag full of money, I was thinking like at least about 20 bands or something. I mean, you may be pushing it with 10, but something over 1,200. So that was something strange because I just felt like that didn't add in. But then again, what you're spectating, we don't know. You know, um, did they say, Bo? Did I miss? Did they say where he was headed, or they just caught him there?
Um, I don't I don't know that they clarified that like that they caught him with all that stuff or whatever. Then I think they just had that was just known information.
Hmm. Definitely, definitely. Now Harper. Now y'all know me and my words. Harper. I ain't gonna slaughter that second part, but Harper says he's a club promoter or owner, which is a cash business. Um, he could have been going to the bank, but then they said they called him at the airport with the bag full of money.
I never heard that they caught him at the airport or anything.
Okay, run that clip back again, cause I
Yeah,
need
we
to
can do
be.
that. That's what I was wondering. I wanted to hear the end again, anyways.
All right, we gonna listen to it again. Make sure we got everything together.
The man arrested and charged in the death of Migos rapper Takeoff appeared before a judge a short time ago. Houston police say Patrick Xavier Clark is the person who pulled the trigger outside of a downtown bowling alley. KPRC2's Bryce Newberry live outside of the Harris County Jail with new information in this case. Bryce.
Brendan, the suspect in Takeoff's murder was supposed to appear in court sometime in the 7 o'clock hour, but it just happened in the last 10 minutes or so. We're told that he entered the courtroom in an orange jumpsuit surrounded by 7 police officers. And tonight, prosecutors are asking for him to be held on a $1 million bail.
Tonight, 33-year-old Patrick Xavier Clark is accused of murdering Migos rapper Takeoff more than a month ago outside a private party at a downtown bowling alley.
More than an entertainer, he was a son, a brother, cousin, and a friend, and a mentor to those in the music industry.
Friday afternoon, Houston Police Chief Troy Finner announced Clark's arrest alongside Mayor Sylvester Turner and investigators disclosing new details about what led up to the shooting.
There was a lucrative dice game that went on at the event. There was an argument that happened afterwards outside the bowling alley, which led to the shooting. I can tell you that Takeoff was not involved in playing in the dice game. He was not involved in the argument that happened outside. He was not armed. He was an innocent bystander.
In asking for a $1 million bond, court documents show prosecutors consider Clark a flight risk, revealing that he applied for an expedited passport after the November 1st murder and had plans to travel to Mexico. Police arrested him Thursday with a large amount of cash. Police also arrested 22-year-old Cameron Joshua caught on video with a weapon at the after party and charged him with unlawful carrying of a weapon. Police say the investigation isn't close to over.
And we are still learning more details as this hearing unfolds in the building behind me here. In fact, we're told that there was video that actually captured Clark pointing the gun at Takeoff. Also, video of him fleeing the scene. Of course, these are details just developing right now, and we'll continue to keep you updated. The suspect is due back in court on Monday. We're live downtown tonight. I'm Bryce Newberry, KPRC 2 News.
Okay.
Man arrested and charged in the
And
death.
see, and see, that's exactly why I like to make sure I get my facts together. Because I swear I heard him say he was caught at the airport. So good thing we listened back to it.
Right.
Now, with that being said, is it, y'all, I'm trying to like really think about how I say things, because y'all know I deal with facts. I deal with what we have that we can show proof for. But I can't lie. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I'm gonna be straight with y'all. It's a lot of opinion that I want to speak on it, and I'm trying to really not really get into too many opinions, right? But I must say, a month later, you are hold up, let's look up something. How long does it take for emergency passport to be done? You can look that up for me, Bo. Because my thought process is how.
I think you can get one in 48 hours, but I'm not 100% sure.
Okay, because my thought process is how out of the blue is it? Because we're a month in. Um, you know, what y'all think? Y'all think I'm a little off with that? That yeah, he was
Life or death
definitely.
emergency service. We are prioritizing customers who are traveling internationally in the next 3 business days due to qualified reasons. Otherwise, if it's urgent, it would say up to 28 days. But I do know there's a way to expedite it and have a pretty quick turnaround time if you use the right services. I don't know what all the parameters of that are.
Gotcha. All right, so okay, so let's start from the top. Is it out of character for a guy who go back to the financial because he put his job title on there? All right, blow it up. So on here, he has self-employed. He's a DJ. So is it weird for him to have quote large bag of money, which could possibly be 1,200 or 13? I'm really, you know what? I'm really not sure what that number is. To be real, it looked like they misput it or something.
Yeah, it looks like they changed it from a 2 to a 3, or vice versa, from a 3 to a 2.
Well, something hundred. We're really not sure what that could look like. They changed from a 3 to a 2 because the 2 is darker. But is it weird for him to have 12 to 1,300 on him in a bag if he's a DJ? Personally, to me, no. Because I mean, like someone in the chat said before, he's a DJ. That's cash transaction, you know. What y'all think in the chat? And Bo, can you read some of the chat for me? I'm trying to put my disclaimer back up.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, this Queen says he should have no bond. Where'd the new footage come from? I think you just touched on that, but yeah, I think it was footage the police already had. It's just new knowledge to us, or the general public.
Okay. All right. So as far as that part, I'm pretty. I mean, it don't seem strange. Would have outside looking in, just a public citizen with no law degree or no police training or affiliations, would I have said, aha, you're running from a murder? Probably not. Just based on what they provided as far as his occupation, how much it was.
But but in the bail documents, that's what they were speaking about. They dug up the information that he did apply for a passport and had been making plans to travel out of the country. So they tried to establish him as a flight risk.
I get that, but someone in the chat, I can't remember who said it because it went away. If he had business outside of the country already, how can we say he was fleeing from the murder? Now, yes, it does make him a flight risk if he has a passport, right? I mean, regardless what he was going out of the country for, but we can't per se say it was because he was running from the murder charge. And I agree with everybody on that, unless the police come out and say, we have evidence that shows he was planning on fleeing the country from this case, then it's kind of like speculation, right? You can just choose if you think he was running from it, or if you think that possibly he could have been going to do something else out of the country. A lot of people do travel out of the country. I've traveled out of the country, and a lot of times you don't plan those on the fly. So that's why my question would be, when did he start planning on leaving? Now if the application went in November 1st at like 5 a.m., yeah, that's definitely questionable, right? November 2nd at whatever time, yeah. But if it was already in process, not sure if he does have a new baby in Mexico, could be plausible, right? But we don't know. Let me see. They said they was waiting on it, went away. But yeah, so I think we can agree to disagree on the basis of why he was going to Mexico will be up in the air, right? If you're the type that likes to just go off of what proof, like Mickey Truth like to do, what proof we have, then all we can say is that per the documents that's released from the court, he's a flight risk because he applied for a passport and he had a large sum of money, right? If you're more so on the personal side, which I would say Mickey Taylor on the personal side, I'll say, well, I need to know when the application was submitted then before I say he was fleeing or, something like that. So it's just, we kind of don't really have the answer.
They did say that he applied for the passport after the shooting.
In the document?
Yeah.
Okay, pull the document up.
No, I mean that's what they said. The bail hearing said. That's what the news said, according to the bail documents. We don't have that, so I don't know if they heard that in court or have access to different documents or whatever. But we don't have those documents.
All right, go back to the Harris County documents.
Which one?
Go the charging instrument. So she's blessed one. He hasn't went to plea yet. Possibly it could be on Monday, which is his next appearance, but as of right now, he has not pleaded. So this is the charging instrument or the actual charge or what he was indicted on, which is murder, felony murder. And it basically says, I barely can see. Let me pull it up. Hold on, make my screen bigger. So I'm not gonna read it verbatim, but it basically says on or about November 1st, 2022, did then and there unlawfully, intentionally, knowingly commit the felony offense of deadly conduct by knowingly discharging a firearm at and in the direction of Krishna Kari Ball and while in the course of and furtherance of the commission of said offense, did commit a act clearly dangerous to human life, to wit, the defendant knowingly discharged a deadly weapon, namely a firearm, in the direction of a group of persons that included the complainant, Krishnan Kari Ball, and did thereby cause the death of Krishnan Kari Ball. I don't know if I pronounced Takeoff name correctly. Y'all don't like me up on that. But I mean, looking at it, they said he did it. Like he pointed. I mean, I have said before, I felt like the shots came from behind the camera. I mean, I really don't know what else to say on that one per what this paperwork is saying. And again, y'all make sure y'all like, comment, and
Nikki said she got
subscribe.
an emergency passport in 2 weeks, and that was during COVID.
Right. Now, Bo had mentioned that it was stated that they broke down in bond court when he did it, or but even, and I'm gonna play devil's advocate here, even if he did it after the murder, if it is true from what was said, allegedly, that he had a baby in Mexico, then it wouldn't be out of place, right? But it would be odd if he has no reason to go to Mexico and then he applied for a passport to go to Mexico. Then that definitely would be on the side of you was trying to flee. So it's kind of like, just depends on which way you want to go with it. Diva Queen said if they had evidence, why did it take a month to arrest this guy? I believe this Patrick guy is the Prince family and Houston Police Department fall guy to protect the real killer. Ooh. All right, Queen Diva. That was a lot, you know? Y'all know I don't like to talk too much opinionated without facts. However, it is I how can I say this, but without sounding conspiracy theorist or anything like that. Um, I don't want to knock anybody for how they feel about it, right?
I
But
guess I guess to like put it into better context, we've been hearing a lot about this guy's character and how people feel about him in the community and everything like that. So it's been kind of hard to wrap our head around entirely what's going on here if everybody has that high of an opinion of him and that seems out of character for him.
yeah, and personally, I already know people can react in a. Okay, let me just say it. I'm not about to beat around the bush with it, y'all. And this is my opinion. It's not factual. It's not based on everything's alleged. I do think it's odd that a person we saw just based on what we have publicly that was standing on the side of the argument end up being the shooter. I'm just gonna put that out there. That was strange to me. Okay. We did identify him at the beginning of November, but even in the video that we went over that in, I felt like he was out of frame. It wasn't more to really look into it. But for someone standing on the side of the argument that end up being a shooter, the question I want to know is what happened off camera that we didn't see.
Yeah, like what led to him getting involved in the altercation?
Because his face was so, I remember his face because the girl we was looking at to be the one recording went right behind him and he just moved, looked back, and that was it. He was chilling from what we can see on the video, right? So what makes you just out the blue go from chilling, cooling, not even looking scared to being the killer? And
Right, where it
again,
doesn't even look like plausible self-defense or anything for them to take charges this far.
right. And
And I
then
wanted to clear that up with Queen real quick. Just because they had evidence and they took 30 days to make an arrest doesn't mean they felt like they had a solid enough to book them on a case. In most states, you can only hold somebody so long, and this is a felony case, and there's lots of steps to it. We actually went over it all last night, and there's a lot of parts in it where if you don't have your ducks in a row as a prosecuting attorney, your case can get thrown out. So
Well, I will say this too. It does take time. Um, oh Lord, hold on, y'all. That's why I need to do this moderator thing because I'm trying to catch these doggone comments. Um, it does take time. Y'all know my I like to refer always back to FBG Duck. It took over a year before anybody was charged, so it does take time to get it done. I will say that. However, it doesn't. Let's take the time out because I mean 30 days is really quick technically because we got the stats, um on their crime solve rate. So I mean I think 30 days is pretty quick when they have other cases they haven't even done anything or any movement on. However, like why? It's just the why. Why this guy started shooting when he wasn't even in the argument from what we saw. Like literally he was just standing there. He didn't even look spooked. But that brings me to the next document online. Let's go to the bond condition.
Oh god, this is this is a spicy one. Is that zoomed in enough for you, or a little more?
Yeah. And you know what? I'm not gonna go over this whole thing. I'm just gonna get to it. The second one is where I was looking at, okay? All right. So I did talk to a few people to ask who do they put on these type of things for like the no contact. Not really sure exactly what the legal term is, but it's like the people that you are supposed to have no contact with. Okay. And of course, it says any family or household members of the complainant, which is Krishna Kari Ball, which we all know would be Quavo and everybody on that side, right? Then it says J. Prince Jr. and any members of his family or household. Then it says Shakir Stevenson and any members of his family or household and his residence/place of employment. I wonder why all that was added into his part. Could mean nothing. I don't know. That was a lot. It doesn't say that on the other one. But um, what stood out to me, and I ain't gonna fake about it, was when I seen J. Prince Jr. name. I'm like, whoa, why is his name there? And that's why I reached out to find out who name exactly goes in this section, right? Now, based on the explanation of it, it's not too strange because he was associated with this situation. It was his event, allegedly. So okay. But my thing is, why wasn't Mike Prince named there instead of Jay Prince Jr. when Mike Prince actually was in the vicinity of the shooting? Do anybody else think that's odd, or am I just not understanding the purpose of having the complaint section? Now, in my opinion, the boxer was in the vicinity. You know what I'm saying? Um, Before everything started taking place, he was kind of like to the right of. I want to say he would have been to the left of the guy Patrick Clark, or would it be to the right? What you think on both?
Who was who was what?
The
Who was
Shakir in the picture.
Oh, Shakir. I think it would have been he. I think it would have been in front of him to the right. I think Shakir would have been in front of DJ Pat to the right. I think DJ Pat was a little in the next row of people, or almost in the same row of people that Takeoff was kind of in. Essentially, he was kind of behind them, but definitely right near them.
Right. So that was why he would be there. See, what's odd to me is of all the people in the vicinity, from our knowledge, Jay Prince Jr. wasn't there when the shooting took place, or was he? And Jennifer Scott, yeah, I understand their family. That's why I said, to be real, if it was Mike Prince and any members of his family household, it still would have included Jay Prince Jr. I get that, right? But why is it Jay Prince Jr. name if he wasn't there for the shooting on the document? Because even if it was Mike Prince, he still is included in it. But why is Jay Prince Jr. name listed as a no contact victim? What y'all think about that? Do y'all think it really not a big deal? There's nothing to it? Do y'all think maybe he was there and we just didn't see him in the vicinity? That's why he's named? Or spread love.
That's a possible. I mean, that's possible. We don't.
And
know.
I'm not gonna repeat the spread love, because I can see now people just taking that one part.
Yep.
So that's another. I see the comments, y'all, but I have to be careful which ones I read out loud. But I get you. I definitely get you.
It's definitely a possibility. It's probable.
Right. So that was interesting to me. Paper bag. Let me tell you. Now, I will definitely say that I said the same thing. And Bo, or Marco not here, but Bo can tell you. My thing was, why is no attempted murder?
That's actually one of the first things you said, and I didn't even understand your point at first. But you said, "Why is there no attempted murder charges for him if he's discharging into a crowd when 2 other people got shot?"
Exactly. And then guess what? Even if nobody else got shot, if you shoot into a crowd of people, regardless, those are all, like, every person in that crowd is an attempted murder charge. Every person.
I said the same thing as you, Jennifer. I said maybe it's just because it was his party, but Mickey brought up a very good point after I said that. Also, I forgot what I was going to say.
But yeah, so Jennifer, as far as the reason why I say this, right? If you how can I explain this? If you if you come to my house for a party, I leave. You just at my house, I leave though. Something goes down, somebody get hurt or whatever the case may be. And then I come back and you're telling me what's going on, police get involved. I'm not a victim per se because I wasn't there. My house was just involved. So I can understand if they said, I can see go down. The bowling alley name is on there. I can see not coming back there because that's where it went down. You don't want to be able to incriminate or, put fear into anybody there because they saw what happened. So I can get that. But if you wasn't physically there, I don't know, y'all. I could be. Oh,
Miss
Miss
Outspoken has another
Outspoken
good
got a
point.
point too.
Exactly.
Miss Outspoken says, I thought it was Jazz party, not Junior's. Right. And y'all, again, truth team. By any means, I'm not with no conspiracy, no nothing. I'm just calling it for what it is right now. Because right now, all we got is these documents, and all we got to go compare is the videos that we've been watching for a month now. And if you watch the video as much as I watched the video, even if you only watched it one time, it still would be kind of all people in the video, that's the shooter. So again, the question is why? So we're doing whys. We don't know why, but it is a why. So we want to know why you was on the sidelines, or why was he on the sidelines and then end up shooting? Like, what happened in that time frame off scene that happens, right? And then, oh my gosh, y'all, these hold on. Oh Lord. These doggone sex box or whatever they're called is so aggravating. For real, like I be
these,
having to catch them. And
these damn bots in here for sex.
Bo, hold it down for me for a second. I got to try to do this moderator thing because
Yeah,
I
you
can't
got
keep
it.
up with it.
Yeah, I mean, you guys are raising a lot of the same questions we had. That's why we're coming here to you, going. We don't really got a lot for you yet because we're trying to wrap our head around all of it as well. I've been reaching out to a lot of people that I've made connections with, from Houston and stuff throughout this whole thing, and asking them their opinion and just even their opinion on DJ Pat in general. And it's been kind of interesting.
Now, I will say we looked into him briefly. So, but we didn't look into him deep like that. But we looked into him briefly, and he is a well-known DJ. Um,
And he does own another business allegedly that we heard of, a strip club, and does promote like promotions for strippers and stuff.
yeah, I'm not saying this box better not come bother me. Uh-uh. Yeah, I hope I don't mess up the live with trying to mess with. Oh, this looks weird. I've never seen it like this. Um,
Yeah.
you know what we can do in this time? Play that video.
I only have the clips, so which one do you want? You're talking
Uh,
about this, right?
yeah, just play it.
It's on all parts, so I don't know which one. What part he was
It's
talking about? You want me to put where he talks about where he's from in Houston and stuff?
yeah.
Uh, I don't see their tag on here all the way. It might pop up. But first off, shout out to High Thoughts TV for their content as well.
I don't hear nothing.
The people that might be
I got you.
deaf, dumb, or stupid, let them know who we here with if they don't already know.
DJ Pat, Mr. Follow the Check.
Okay, so a little bit about you. Where exactly are you from?
I'm from the east side of the city. Farther than the motherfucker from here. But yeah, I'm from the east side of the city. Neighborhood called Pleasantville, but grew up North Shore, Channelview, rocked out in Baytown, Magnell Barrett, Clinton Park, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All the neighborhoods out there.
So like that's it's still considered Houston, but I feel like that east side movement a little bit different than that like Southwest where I'm from or like et cetera the city. What was the community like for you growing up out there?
It's the same area where you got your good neighborhoods mingling with the bad neighborhoods and shit. It just make we had. Where you from?
Southwest area.
All right, so like you got rich folks in A-Leaf, you got Africans in A-Leaf, you got Chinese people in A-Leaf. Like y'all got a mixture of poor, rich, and you know what I'm saying. Outside of town ain't like that. Like it's just straight middle class and broke folks. You know what I'm saying? So like outside of town, I don't even think we got a rich area on the east side. Like it's probably no rich people stay. Well, outside, way out. Like we got like our area, like a Sugar Land, but it's way far away. It's people that stay on the other side of Baytown. They might have land or some shit like that, but it ain't no $1 million houses on the east side. Like you can't just niggas from out this way. You could pass by $1 million homes, but we ain't got that shit out that way.
So as a young nigga on that side of town, what you into? Is school still like heavily influenced? That's where your mind at, or what else is going on around
you? The young niggas out there now, like I say, it's just wild. Like they don't got no example of success. So shit, nigga, they out here searching for it. They looking for whatever look good. Most of the time, it ain't no. Most of the time it ain't.
Okay. And so like them early days for you, like childhood, what was school like?
Sports. I used to throw parties. I used to throw like concerts and like rent out the halls and have like a party. I had like a consistent like nightlife back then. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I was throwing all the events every week. You know, I was DJing shit like that. Like I was more doing what I'm doing now back then. You know.
How you get into that, like DJing, that's some people think that's an easy craft. It's really not. You gotta goddamn maintain the vibe. So how early did you realize, one, that you could DJ, and two, that you could put together events?
When I was like 15, 16, we used to like they was building a lot of houses and shit out there. So we used to throw parties in like vacant houses. Like we'd get the address to the house and just throw a party in the vacant house. It got electricity, we're gonna plug up some music, turn up. They started off remember when kickbacks first became a word, you know what I'm saying? That's what we had going on. Like, oh man, we in a Vaco. So and then it became like shit to make money off of this shit. Like, okay, well let's throw something at a party and make some money. So it just progressed, and a lot of the DJs that was somebody. They had like, who was the biggest DJ back then? Shit, the biggest ones now, Rogers and like all them guys. They were just too expensive to have at a house party or whatever the case was. So shit, we got laptops and CDs and shit like that back then. It just rocked out.
Yeah, so it started off the CDs before like turntables or anything like that.
No, I ain't see the turntable era, and I came in right at the MP3 era. Okay. So it was I mean we had CDs, but that was like the first day maybe. Like it just when laptops was when we was able to get laptops, shit, it's still DJs right now that go hard with CDs.
Yeah.
Like Oak Cliff DJs with CDs is DJ Caro's. Mm-hmm. Man, nigga the truth. He one of the ones, man.
Caro's one of them spots I done heard about. I heard that's like the epitome of parking lot pimping. I ain't never been, but I done heard plentiful stories.
Man, if you spin, you gotta go to Caro. Like we got like Oak Cliff is like he gonna trip you out. He playing the same music every DJ else play, but he DJing right now with CDs and rocking. You wouldn't tell the difference. He a bad motherfucker. He one of the ones. I ain't gonna lie, he one of the ones. We see right now, it's 2022. He gonna outdo niggas with Serato and everything.
Yeah. The man behind the machine for sure.
Nah, he one of the ones.
So how were your experiences at Caro's? Like I said, I heard that's where the whole goddamn like niggas not even trying to go inside the function really started. Niggas standing outside trying to pull something, make something happen. Niggas popping trunk outside, all of that type of shit.
Yeah, Caro's king of the town on Saturday night. We got this slab culture. They got like Caro's been around. My daddy was going to Caro.
Yeah.
So Caro's got they got the culture over there. Niggas riding around slabs. The young niggas coming in with the new Chargers. It's a parking lot vibe, but it's also an inside vibe. Like shit, nigga, they still doing 1,000 people on Saturdays right now. Like they rocking like they've been doing it for 30 years.
All right. So, Spread Love and Chevy Girl. I ain't seen y'all comment. Did y'all see me ask y'all to comment? Comment for me real quick. So what y'all thought about that? What y'all feeling? Now again, I want to throw out here, no matter what vibes a person has or what, you can't underestimate nobody. But this is just for conversation purposes only, because a lot of people that actually is in Houston is saying no, can't be. I even saw on Instagram it's like a free him type thing going around. And I'm not gonna say the words together because again, I just know somebody gonna take it out of context. So yeah, you get what I'm saying as far as what people are saying. So
Also,
what do y'all feel?
Also, once again, I just wanted to shout out High Thoughts TV again, real quick. I know Tony Snow messed with those guys pretty heavy. They check them out. They try to stay to the facts pretty well too. So they're not a bad source to get perspective from.
Yes. And I don't know what Tony at night, but he probably doing the Dougie on a Saturday night. So he missed out on his moderator badge. But no. So all right. So we heard from him. We kind of got where he at. It was another clip I actually wanted to show, but I think they broke it down in different pieces. So
yeah, if you knew what it was talking about, I could pull that back up.
He was talking about the checking in, and that's the one I really want to play. The
okay, what? Like, okay, hold on. Let me just pull it back up. Was it when he was talking about like strippers going to more than one club, or?
I know he was talking about Lil Flip and T.I.
Okay, Lil Flip and Zero. T.I. was escorted. Lil Flip altercation. Zero should have kept it locked in right here. There you go. All right, let me unmute.
Sweet with Hot Thoughts TV.
Y'all know what the fuck we doing, man. Hot Thoughts TV, niggas hot in the bitch, man.
I'm smoking a purse so sweet with Hot Thoughts TV.
You feel like the internet made, I say, our culture and like the rap culture as a whole, it made it more deadly. Just so needed to
take dying before that though. It just wasn't a rapper.
Yeah.
See, I don't know who was our biggest rapper back then. Biggest rapper probably Lil Flip and T.I. You remember when Lil Flip and T.I. fought and the nigga from out here punched Flip or some shit happened. I don't remember, but that was big back then. Like I remember that was like our out of town beef or whatever. Nobody died. I'm not saying T.I. gangster and Lil Flip gangster. Nobody died. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe if the internet was around, nigga, somebody would have died. I don't know. I can't say, but nobody died. But supposedly it was some street niggas on both ends. When T.I. came out here, he was actually escorted by some niggas that was from out here. And, I ain't saying he checked in with a nigga or whatever, but he was escorted. Niggas brought him to them to have that altercation. You know what I'm saying? And that might have been, the reason why ain't nobody died, because there was some protection there on both ends. Nigga, hey man, look, you probably go out there and play with your hands, but you ain't gonna play with these pistols. Yeah. T.I. was a nigga that got caught with some guns and shit. he went to prison for having some guns, from what I heard. So shit, he could have shot up some shit. Or Flip could have shot up some shit. Flip from out this way from shit. You ain't never heard nobody play with Flip but T.I. Yeah, shit. Flip probably a gangster. Flip probably got something touched. Shit. Man, when I was a kid, man, Flip had the biggest chains, the most exotic car. Like I walk right around. That's how Flip was riding around back when I was a kid. And I ain't heard nobody play with Flip but T.I. But T.I. came under some type of protection. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then after that, T.I. started running with niggas from the city. Like every time T.I. come to Houston, he with some niggas from Houston. He wasn't. But if the internet was around, I don't know how they would have played. But it was though. It was just a different way of internet.
Wasn't televised yet, like on the feed, right on your story.
Yeah. We didn't hear about it till after it happened, and the niggas was back home safe. Shit, right now, man, them niggas here, bro. them niggas in town, bro. Look, they on live, bro. Nigga go, and that's that might be why niggas died of, because shit, they don't got no time to think about their next move. You know what I'm saying? They only got time to think about the first one. Like shit, nigga, they on live right now talking about fuck the dead homies, and they go take them sticks and all that shit in the car and get pulled over by the laws, and now they got you know what I'm saying, a bunch of cases and shit.
So another recent altercation in the city. Zero in the Trey situation. What's your thoughts on that? If you can speak on that.
Man, bro, Trey and Ro, damn, man. They've been at it for years without the internet involved. Like, it's been going on for years and we ain't know about it. Like, the world, the masses ain't know about it. I wish it never would have got to the internet. I wish it would have just stayed like it was, because now it's our opinion against what's real. Like, Trey say shit, he talked to the nigga after that. You know what I'm saying? And then Ro like, shit, yo, he done it. Like, on the TV, I ain't gonna lie, that's fucked up. Like, it's just they need to sit down. Like, we need to have a sit down. Like, somebody, I wish I had the power to call bro over and be like, hey, look, bro, like fuck what it looked like, make it look better. Even if y'all don't really fuck with each other, just make it look like y'all fucking with each other. Yeah. Because there's a lot of motherfuckers that rock with, and a lot of motherfuckers that Trey out here rocking with. Trey a good nigga, man. And they both some solid niggas. They both some damn.
You think he Zero lost cool points by going on the news? Or was that the best business decision?
Man, it was already on the internet. And like, gotta understand, nigga, bro been doing this. Nigga, bro used to get in a problem. I remember, bro, and shout out to Game 101. This was like, you know Game 101 is?
Name sounds familiar.
Man, listen, bro. Before niggas was doing what you doing right now, and what I do, and bro, Game 101 was like, man, and he from the east side. That shit crazy. He an older nigga, but he from the east side. Man, Game 101 had DVDs. But when Ro would have a problem, he'll go to Game 101 and explain what happened. Like, hey, look, yeah, them niggas did that. I was one deep. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, nah, for real. Like, and them niggas did that. So Ro ain't never been scared to talk about. I don't think Ro gonna be on no police shit and go file no police reports and none of that type of shit. He a solid nigga. He done been through some shit. He done been down there before. He ain't gonna do no shit like that. But like, nigga, you already knew who done it. When you watch the video, like, you know what I'm saying? He ain't saying nothing that you don't know. So I don't look at it like he was snitching and that type of shit. Unless he go down there and file a police report, then nigga, I probably, not listen to his music as much. But Ro shit. Ro, bad motherfucker with that music.
That was Rod Wave before Rod Wave to me.
Man, Rod Wave. All them singing that. All them niggas that was singing. Niggas wasn't singing back then. Not no street niggas. Shit. Nigga, young boy singing. Nigga, like, nigga, all them niggas singing. Nigga, Mo 3 was singing. Man, a lot of them niggas singing, man. Ro was bad motherfucker. Ro would make beats. Man, Ro bad motherfucker. I just hate it got to the internet. If it didn't get to the internet, shit, nigga, we'll be one deep. You know what I'm saying? I can't hit the most city done. We still play that motherfucker. They got it.
Slow down and bang it.
Yeah.
Well, I've been looking at the comments. But I want to say I saw this video or this interview again. Shout out to Give Me the High Thoughts Media Network. Shout out to them. I jumped on their in their chat or comment section yesterday, and they're definitely a vibe. So I want y'all to go definitely subscribe to High Thoughts Media Network. They're underrated just like I am, and I think that's what got me into reviewing their material, because just like me, they don't get the credit that they should for their material. So Truth Gang, Skull Gang, Cloud Monsters, anybody that rocks with your girl, make sure you go subscribe to High Thoughts Media Network, okay? Now,
it's High Thoughts TV on YouTube.
Oh, High Thoughts TV. Well, what we looking at right there? That's just the banner?
That's just a banner.
Okay, so High Thoughts TV. And matter of fact, put a link in the chat for their page. So looking at that, I'm gonna tell you, it's not much online that you can really get for Patrick Xavier Clark, or aka DJ Pat 713. So the interviews are really all you really have, right? So I don't know, if you want to say outside looking in, looking, I'm kind of against the fence to really know, because it, from what he was saying, it sounded like he was tapped in the streets in a way, you know what I'm saying? Not, I wouldn't say was he a gang member, I don't know, but just based on his conversation, he at least was tapped in some kind of way. Does that mean he could have really shot somebody? Not really, but at the same time, it doesn't mean he didn't either. It doesn't say he didn't either. So, um, again, he is who is charged with the murder of Takeoff. He is currently. Is he currently locked up? Did he? We go back to the bond document? We had skipped over that. And I do want to say, as far as his IG being private, we looked him up back on like the 7th. It's been private for a minute, so that's not recent. It's been private at least the 8th of November.
Yeah, none of these are like actual bond they're just like the motions for bond and stuff. I don't know if under here it'll show if he's made bond.
No, we can. Sometimes it does. Look under the bonds.
Otherwise, activities is only spot.
But yeah, Coco, I agree. He was doing a lot of talking. Maybe not. It kind of have you thinking like, I don't know when this interview was taking place, but it sounds like he's a talker, So I'm like, it took this long and he talked like that. I don't know. That's all I'm saying. He didn't seem to hold back in the interview. Like, he seemed like he was open and willing to talk. So Ice Full Moon said they tapped into the streets too. I mean, to be real, I'm tapped in too. I'm just not in the streets. You get me? I've heard that too. I wasn't able to verify it all the way, but it's other videos on YouTube. I wasn't able to find it myself yet, and I didn't just want to take it. I almost took it from Skull because he had it too. It's pictures with DJ Pat 713 with J Prince Jr. and Mob Ties. Positive vibes, I agree. It's all over. I mean, and y'all know, I've been like sticking to the facts, but this is the one time in this whole story where I'm kind of like, it's something we don't see. It's something that facts at this
Right. Done
moment
our normal thing, and we don't have like some groundbreaking to you right now that we can confidently say. So.
Yeah, so we just gonna talk about it. But yeah, like, I'm here to say Mickey Truth just looking like, definitely some pieces missing. Again, we're not gonna know everything that the police know, but just from our own public view, we're missing some stuff,
I mean, positive advice says if someone pays the bond and someone help him. I don't know if I agree at all, but we do know he's a business owner. We do know he has access to cash on hand and stuff like that. His bond is set at $2 million, but to make value, I suppose $200,000, and you can put up liens for that. So depending on what he actually owns or what his net worth of his business is even valued at, if you can lien that or a home, I don't know what all you can lien, but those are all possible things you can do to get out of jail.
And I will say, go to parties, the parties tab.
Oh, got you. Someone's using all the internet here. There we go.
Are we under the party tab?
Yeah, that's the parties tab.
Okay. I don't think it's catching
He's
up.
got a public defender right now is all.
Hold on, because it's a delay, because I'm not seeing the parties tab. I wonder if it's on my end or if it's because I don't. It hasn't updated. Does anybody see the party tab? Oh, I think it's refreshing now. All right, here we go. Now everybody caught up. Yeah, he got a public defender at this point. I mean, it don't mean a lot, but I mean, you would have thought if he was able to make a $2 million or $1 million bond, he would not have a public defender. Just my opinion on that. Doesn't really mean nothing.
Yeah, when did you get arrested on like Thursday?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's had enough time. I was just seeing if you got. I was like, if you got arrested on a weekend, maybe you can open an attorney as easy or something. But I doubt it. I doubt that's a fact.
Do both sound does both line sound what's the word I'm looking for? Can y'all hear Bo clearly, or is it just me? Because it might be my Wi-Fi.
Nah, I think something good going on my internet so.
Okay. You sounded like a robot, and I was like, "Oh Lord, my Wi-Fi was doing so good." Go to the other case. For those who have heard, it was another case in 2018 that he was involved in, and we're just gonna pull up what they have available. But yeah, I'm telling you, it don't tell you much, but we're gonna pull it up.
It doesn't really do anything.
You still sound like a robot, Bo.
All right.
I think he may be trying to fix that. Are we on the screen? I can't see it. Let's see. Thank you, Elijah.
Is that better?
Can y'all hear Bo now? Say something else, Bo.
Check.
You sound all right to me right now.
I switched.
Nope.
Oh, he said I'm still breaking. All right.
Yeah, you went back out. All right. Well, why Bo fix on his vocals? Let's look at what's on the screen. So this is the only document that's available for that shooting in 2018. In this document, it basically said it was a shooting investigation. And it also under the case said it was dismissed. The only thing I found that it did go to the grand jury. However, it does not say what happened in the grand jury. So this is just my opinion. It's alleged that they chose not to indict due to possibly lack of evidence. Okay. That is not what this paper says. That's just what I take from it, being that the last setting was in the grand jury and nothing came of the case. If you know anything different, definitely put it in the chat or hit me up offline and let me know, because you already know I love for my truth team to help me out with different things. So that's basically what we know at this point about Patrick Xavier Clark, is that he is a local DJ. I think most of his recent ties is to strip clubs. Is it possible he brought the women to the party? It's possible. Because Bo, are you able to we don't really have to, but in the video I feel like he was standing next to one of the girls that came out the first day. And I kind of have one look back and see if that's really the case. I'm trying to think what it really matter at this point. Y'all just go back and look at the video. But I believe he was standing next to one of the females that came out earlier. Oh yeah, definitely get them lights up, y'all. Come on now. Get those lights up. Now I'm about to go. Let me see what I can do. So the only thing about that, Arthur, with the police report, we're not gonna be able to pull that from online. I'll have to request it. So I'll do that. Once I get off live, I can request it. What other
Yes.
questions y'all had?
Can you hear me any better now?
Yes, you sound. Does both sound better, y'all?
Yeah, because it's just my internet. It's not an audio issue or nothing.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, to explain this document slightly better, it just means that the grand jury didn't move forward with the conviction to take it to the next step in trial. So,
You lucky I ain't got no emojis on this thing, because I always put my water gun to both. Y'all heard the little shade he just threw to
I didn't
this
throw
document
no
slightly
shade.
better.
No,
Y'all
I ain't
caught
throw no
that,
shade.
ain't it?
So I'm just saying that they threw it out because they didn't have enough to charge him with it. That's why we don't have any more information on it, because it's not going to be public information because he's found not guilty.
No, he wasn't found not
Well,
guilty.
not guilty. They didn't even move forward with the charges, so he's not even formally being charged at that point.
Truth team. Isn't that basically what I said? Y'all tell me in the chat.
I was trying to work on stuff, so I didn't hear what you said. That was a comment I was trying to make earlier. That's a comment I was trying to make earlier.
Hey,
I was focused on other
214
stuff.
Easy. You late to the party. You just coming up in here? We'd have been talking for over an hour. Yeah. It said the guy came back with a gun is why. I don't know, Arthur. See, I gotta be careful what I repeat when Arthur put in there.
He might know more.
Had me on Frontline newspaper.
Is Arthur from Houston?
I'm not sure. Arthur, you from Houston?
So did he get dismissed for self-defense or something, basically?
Don't get quiet now, Arthur.
Right. Now Arthur's quiet.
Right. Well, what other document is in there? That was pretty much it, really,
Yeah,
that they had available.
I think that's mostly. I mean, I can confirm if you look through the activities that the bond motion, they set it for $2 million. They typoed it in at 20 million, and I don't know if that's gotten fixed yet. But his bond did get set at 2 million. So.
Arthur is funny.
Oh wow.
I'm telling you, he's trying to do the Mickey Truth Rico. He's trying to get us all hemmed up.
For real.
But I will say this, and this got no fact to it. This is just my opinion. With the missing pieces, that's just from my view, it feel like a Rico wouldn't be too far off. The only question would be, who would a Rico include?
Yeah, I don't know exactly how they bring those forth.
It still is weird to me that no attempted murder charges are there.
I agree. Did you see she's a blessed one's question?
Because at this point, if you have enough evidence to say in an indictment that this guy pointed into a crowd, same words on the document, a crowd of people, including Takeoff, who end up dying, then you got enough for attempted murder charges. So where are they? That's confusing. And none of the reporters at the press conference asked about it. That's crazy. Because that was my first thought. Where are the attempted murder charges at?
I don't know. I don't know how it works for the prosecution all the way, but I know they're gonna go with what they can charge, not get things thrown out, because you're bringing the charges together, and there's a problem with one of them. It's
the same thing. If you can prove he shot into a crowd to kill one person, you can prove he could have possibly killed the other people that was in that crowd.
Right. I don't
attempt to murder.
I don't know for sure why they wouldn't do it. I just know that could
What's up, Letitia Davis? You late to the party too. Thanks for pulling up. Yeah,
Did
I
you?
get it. And y'all, I do get they still investigating, but I guess in my how I'm looking at it, my thought process is attempted murder and murder is one and the same as far as the situation, the evidence. Because if you are saying he shot into a crowd, I don't understand what else you would have to prove for the attempted murder.
Yeah, I don't know.
However, if possibly it was another shooter, right? And maybe that other shooter really was towards the crowd or something along that line.
Oh,
I
that's
don't know.
true. They might not. They might have uh, processed the bullets or whatever, and they didn't match for the other people. Um, she's a blessed one had a good question. Is one that you brought up right away. I just can't understand why QC said it was a stray bullet in the beginning.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, I really just felt like I really didn't take that. Well, hold on, Letitia Davis. Oh, I'm sorry. I hope your baby feel better. But I never took their, to be real, their statement and the statement of Jay Prince Sr. I really didn't take it to heart all the way. Um, Elijah Clark definitely. When I heard that, because I said they mentioned gang, okay. For one, that's a red flag anyway. To think that it's deeper than what it is, because just looking on the internet, you can't find any official gang ties to DJ Pat 713. But if they got the gang unit involved, then it's definitely some type of affiliation. Hey Key, how you doing? Um, you know, I don't know, Jennifer. I kind of feel like it's maybe not, just based on how the charges are coming. Yeah, facts only. That's what we're thinking too. That it's not the same one. What's up, Shy Guy? Y'all make sure y'all like, comment, share, subscribe to the page. I posted earlier today. We may be, look, if not at 100,000 views in the last 28 days, we're close. So I appreciate everybody that pulls up and chill with me. Y'all definitely rock with your girl hard, and we're gonna keep rocking out. But I must say, like I said, y'all, Mickey Truth, Mickey Facts loves the proof and the evidence. But with that doggone spin in this case yesterday, you can't help but to think some shoulda, woulda, couldas, and why. But I think at this point, until more evidence is released, or until more suspects are arrested for whatever charges they're gonna be arrested for, we're gonna just be looking like, until then, because it's a lot of why. Why did he end up shooting? Or, you know, why Mike Prince's name isn't on the actual condition page instead of, you know, Jay Prince Jr. And then, another question that I was having is Jay Prince Jr. still on paperwork for the feds? I wish there was a way we can pull that up.
I mean, allegedly is that's what the word is because he didn't. That's what he got released on was parole recently.
So if he was still on parole, he would. Why isn't he violated?
But I get the names mixed up unless I'm thinking of Jay. I don't know who. I get the
No, it
names
was
mixed
Jay
up.
Prince Jr. that
Okay.
got released. I do know that much. I don't know. I don't know officially if he was still on like parole. Other people are saying he was. So we just gonna run with if he was still on paperwork. Why isn't he violated? Because if that's the case, Lil Kim got picked up. I don't know. I'm gonna leave that one alone for now because I for sure don't have no evidence on it.
214 Nicey says that he got off in September. He got out in September. Or got off of like
So I
probation or parole.
saw a document on somebody else's YouTube that said he requested to be released off his ankle monitor September 9th. Is that what you're referring to? Was it the ankle monitor or was it parole? Because that's the document that we chose not to go with because I couldn't get the actual copy. Bo. Can you pull up Instagram? Cause J Prince Jr. put when he got out. I just can't remember when that was.
I googled him getting released and found this right away. Is this? I don't know if this is a post you're talking about, but
Yeah, positive vibes. You are right. That spin shocked everybody, even me. Truth. Cause when it came up, if y'all could have saw my face, I was like, huh? And my fingers got to going. But they kept them out the system for a minute too, though, because it didn't start hitting online till later on that day. It's him walking out of jail. Yep, right there. What's that date?
December 1st, 2021.
December 1st.
I don't
It
know
ain't
if
been
that's
a year.
exactly when it was, but
It's at least in that time, but it ain't even been a year yet. So me, Marie 93, no, they didn't release any information about the type of gun or anything like that, but they did say they had ballistic information. Key, I'm still confused, girl, because I'm like I said, I want it's just odd. Like it's I'm not gonna say it's odd, let me not use that word. It feels it's out of place based on what we have, okay, public wise. You know what I'm saying? Because he was just standing there. I mean, even if we don't see the whole picture, just standing there looking, just crazy.
all right, this thing that I'm looking at, I don't know how accurate it is, but it says November. Oh Lord.
I ain't gonna lie, Arthur. I do like finesse 2 times now. I ain't gonna lie, I do. He ain't got nothing to do with what we talking about, but I do like it. Yeah, Key, I feel it's something. You know, I just can't put my finger on it to figure out what it is, but it's definitely something. What is that?
It just says he got on November 12th, and they don't even know why he was in jail.
Hey, y'all get them things out of the chat. They come up so quick. And they starting to come quicker and quicker. Now, I can't even say his name. Was that the one that happened in 2018 you're referring to? I'm just going to call you that. Now, look who want to put eyes under the in the chat. Look
Yeah,
who
now Tony's here. You miss getting modded.
See, he don't rock with us like he say he do.
Yo, Tony, do you know why J Prince Jr. Was in jail? And if he's still on papers?
Where's the panel? Like me and Bo? Or who? Well, I'm from Georgia, South Carolina.
Yeah, I'm in Florida.
And yes, I said Georgia, South Carolina because I'm on the edge. Couple steps one way, I can be in Georgia. Couple steps the other way, I can be in South Carolina. But I done forgot what I was about to do. It was something else I had wanted to touch on. I'm trying to think. Oh, what else y'all think about this? Because I want to go to something else, but I want to make sure because y'all know I'll get sidetracked. I just feel like at this point, all we know is what they telling us with that.
Yeah,
I will say, like I said, I will say is something off about it. But
I think it's gonna come into view eventually. But it does seem a little. It's definitely a little weird to wrap your head around when you don't understand what his motive or his involvement in the whole altercation was.
Marie Jane, I'm with you. I want to know. Bo is the witness. Like my very first question once we got off live was, where are the attempted murder charges?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I said the same thing.
Yeah. What about the other victims?
And they said they're still. I'm sorry, y'all. They what I was saying. They said they're still looking for people, but I just feel like if you have enough to say that this guy shot into a crowd, why he didn't get attempted murder charges? Letitia, that's what they said. They're looking for other people, and that other people need to come forward. And
yeah, and the chief also said, we have other suspects. We got our eyes on you.
Yep. And Tone, I'm gonna need you to do something in just 1 minute. Let me get to where I need to be at first.
Yep. Yeah, this is gonna keep unfolding, but where we're at right now, I mean, we can't.
Yeah.
There's not a lot on this guy that's a smoking gun to say, oh, this is what happened, this is what he did, this is how he's connected.
What you say? She's blessed one. So who last name is Brown? The lead detective slip. What footage is that? Because I didn't even catch that.
Yeah.
Was it the press conference? Matter of fact, can you find the press conference? Because I haven't watched it. Like, I got pieces that people sent me. How did I get to where I was just now?
Oh, there it was. You ready for it? You want to play the whole thing, or what do you want to do?
Not that press one.
Oh, a different one?
Yeah, it's the one with the prosecutor.
I don't know what. That's not on their site, so I
If
don't know.
somebody can send me the news article, or I gotta look on Instagram too, because I believe somebody sent it to me on Instagram. But if you have it, send it to me real quick.
Elijah, you're talking about DJ Pat?
And I'm looking for it.
Houston seems to know a lot.
Tony, Tony Snow, put a comment in the chat, please. Pull it from Discord. Spread love. Just put it in there.
I think that's the same one.
Is it?
Yeah.
Who was that was telling us that just now?
I mean, he does talk right here.
We'll play. I don't want to hear the whole thing. It was just something I saw somebody else. That's not. Hold on, just wait a minute, because it was the prosecutor, and it may have been. Oh, she said, yeah, that one. Okay, run it back, man.
You want the whole thing?
No, just get to the point where the detective talk.
I think it's this guy, right?
I'm not sure. Hey, Carla. You're late.
With the homicide division. The chief was very gracious in recognizing a lot of the partners that we were involved with in this case. I did want to recognize a couple of other people that or organizations that helped a lot with the investigation. The Houston Forensic Science Center, our lab rats, so to speak, the people that do our forensic analysis, they work behind the scenes a lot. They don't get a lot of recognition. and they helped us answer a lot of important questions in this case when others would not. That includes our firearms section, our latent print section, and our crime scene unit. Quick note, just
She said the chief said it.
the investigation. The investigation still.
You just want to watch the whole thing?
Not
I
really.
don't.
We'll watch it later.
I don't know when he would have. He probably would have said it after this when he speaks again.
But I do want to. It was one about the press conference with the prosecutor. I thought that's what she was talking about. I wasn't. If you can find it real quick while I find the other one, that's fine. I just didn't want to hear the whole thing over.
left the scene without giving a statement to police. We found a few of them that night. We found others since then, but it's important that those people come forward, and we're still looking to talk to a lot of those people, and we will be looking to find you. It'll be easier if you come find us. It'll be easier for you. It'll be easier for us as well.
So it's towards the beginning. Oh, I know what you're talking about. He literally just said it. All right, hold on.
Shout out to you, the Queen Diva.
Responsible for the murder of Takeoff in custody. So yesterday evening, we arrested Patrick Xavier Brown, 33 years old. He was charged with the murder of Takeoff. Brown was arrested again yesterday evening in the 14700 block of Sterling Green Boulevard. It's located on the east side of Texas. I'm sorry, of Houston. Again, Cameron Joshua, 22 years old, was arrested.
I'll run it back so we can watch their reaction. I don't know why my internet's not cooperating tonight. I'm sorry.
I haven't ran across anyone with the last name Brown, so I really don't know if it means anything or not. Just on the basis of the case, could have just been just a mistake, really.
Afternoon, everyone. Chief Fenner. Brown, 33 years old. Are the individual that's responsible for the murder of Takeoff in custody. So yesterday evening, we arrested Patrick Xavier Brown, 33 years old. He was charged with the murder of Takeoff. Brown was arrested again yesterday evening in the 14700 block of Sterling Green Boulevard.
I saw what you're talking about that time.
East side of Texas. I'm sorry, of Houston. Again.
Okay, it was done. Y'all, side note, I'm going live on YouTube, of course, right? But then I'm on Clubhouse. And I'm just sitting here on mute on YouTube, but blowing my nose while I'm on Clubhouse. That was so embarrassing. But y'all, I mean, interesting, right? Because it could have just been a minor mistake to say Brown, or it could have been the next person that's going to come up to the chopping block. However, you know, I don't know, but it's interesting. Nevertheless, is it a simple mistake, or was it more of they let the cat out the bag too early? What y'all thinking?
I mean, they did look at each other pretty odd back here. These two guys, they both stopped and looked at each other like, "What did he just say?"
Right. So
But we
me,
don't we
Marie,
don't know
93.
what their reaction really was.
It depends because what I've noticed, right? They don't always have the documents online in advance, right? They wait till after they do their announcement. But what we can do, possibly, you know what I'm saying? Hold on. We only got 42 likes. Y'all gonna have to run that up. Come on now. Y'all already know how this algorithm work on YouTube. So I'm gonna need for everybody to like it if you haven't already liked it. Cause obviously y'all rocking with it. Because I've been seeing a steady amount of people on here. Yeah, A-Roy, I'm with you on that one. Oh, it's 70 likes. Okay. That's a better number. But just for the fluke of it, we can. No, I doubt they would have arrested them already, even if it was somebody named Brown, because you can always hold on. Who? Oh, okay. You saw Tony comment?
Yeah. I put it in the Discord.
Okay. We're gonna definitely look into that. Thank you, Arthur. Yeah, and I will say that me Marie 93. That I'm just gonna call you me Marie. Okay, that 93 just take a long time. Anyway, that is definitely interesting. That attempted. I'm gonna keep saying that attempted murder charges is not on this guy. Like that. That's about by far. Besides the fact that the guy we see standing on the outline, the outside of the argument, ended up being the alleged shooter is weird. But it's even more weird that it's no attempted murder charges. All right, so y'all, what I'm about to do, I'm gonna put the link in the chat. If y'all want to pull up and talk, let's talk. Just a disclaimer. Let's keep it as close to facts as possible. Okay. If you're gonna say an opinion, definitely make it clear that it's your opinion that you're stating. And also definitely definitely um don't cuss. Okay. Cause look, I ain't started getting monetized yet. I'm still in review and I don't want them to shoot me out of it. So that's all I ask. Other than that, we're gonna rock out as soon as I'm able to get this link in the chat. And another thing, when you come on here, you will be on Clubhouse. Because like I said, I am recording on Clubhouse also. Oh, and then also you can get in Discord. And shout out to Carla for the Cash App. My first Cash App of the live. So definitely feel free to follow suit. Let me put that. Is it up? Yep, it's pinned. All right. You know what, Tony Snow? I can't wait to see it too. I tell you, I might come down to Texas when it's time for the trial, because this is definitely gonna be this gonna be something when everything actually comes to light. Definitely. So while we're waiting to see if anybody want to jump on, I will tell y'all I still been looking to confirm the whole arrest in the Shaquilla Robinson case. I still have no confirmation on that. For those who were wondering, we got somebody that came up. All right, I'm gonna have to. Bo, which one you on? Okay, let me. Bo, you still there?
Yeah, what's up?
Okay. Now I want to make sure I had just took the right one out. I'm adding somebody to the stream. What's up? What's up? Who is this?
What's up?
R what is it? YRN?
Yeah, I'm just representing. Y'all know me already.
For
That's your
sure.
name in the chat. What's your name in the chat?
I don't want to expose because we in them YouTube streets, but you should know me by that.
Yeah.
Uh, say
Yeah,
less.
I know who it is.
Okay.
Yeah,
All
I'm gonna
right.
just mute
So
up.
what you thinking, man? What you thinking?
Nah, at this point I'm befuddled. I'm lost. Like I feel like everybody need to go down. Like
Befuddled is a beautiful word for the situation.
yeah, for real. Like this stuff crazy. You never know who's really behind it. I just want to know what the stipulations behind Shakur Stevenson is, because what is his
Mm-hmm.
involvement?
Right?
He got some public shows, like fights that he gonna have to do. That's gonna be an ugly scene going to one of his fights, man. Academics wasn't even aware of who that dude is, and they both from the same state of Jersey. Like, how you don't know who that is? He like the biggest thing out of Jersey since Joe Budden.
Oh wow.
I don't
No,
follow
for real.
boxing that closely, but
Yeah, me.
No,
I didn't know who he was either.
yeah, my stepson, he watched a lot of that, so he's the one that introduced me to who Shakur is, and we just watched his last fight. Oh man, it's sad. You wish that people could stay away from the streets, especially once they made it out, but seems like people who have never been there want to go to the streets as soon as they get some money. So they'll find out the hard way.
it's true.
Yep. But I don't got much else to go off of. Y'all know I'm out here in the public like that. I'm trying to really
Right.
lay low. But I'm gonna continue to support like a lot of these YouTubers out here just doing this stuff for clout. This is a real integrity show here. You guys are really just trying to expose the truth. It doesn't matter about the clout.
I appreciate you saying that because yeah, YouTube definitely has a bad rap, and unfortunately, I'm in that category because I'm on YouTube. I be like, I am not like those others for sure, for
Yep.
sure. So we
No,
appreciate you.
yeah, I've been there since before the YouTube started. I was following on Twitter, but not actually following by hitting the follow
Now,
button. I
now
just
that
was,
you said, I feel like I done talked to you before, and I kind of think I know who you are. But okay, I got you.
yep, it's all good, but I'm gonna let y'all do y'all thing. And salute, keep up the good work.
Thank you, thank you.
No problem.
All right, bro. Nice talking to you.
Likewise.
And that's what it's all about, y'all. You know, don't look. Y'all already know. Y'all been rocking out with us. That the Mickey's Truth and the Truth Team, we just stand on truth. Sometimes it goes to what we thought. Sometimes it don't. But sometimes you got to call fishy when it's possibly a fish somewhere. Where that fish lays at, I don't know.
Yeah,
God will
Stevenson
never.
is signed to their boxing whatever. It's not label, but whatever boxing whatever business.
I just seen Marco. I don't know where he went.
I think they manage him or whatever.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, now.
Marco was in Discord.
Oh no, he was in the backstage a minute ago.
Oh, he was on Streamlabs. Yeah, where you at, Marco?
But you know what, Bo? Since we done got business, I think we got a problem. We got a little dysfunction in our crew. Do you ever watch my videos?
Who?
You.
Yeah.
Cause you know what you just said. You know I put that in the video, right?
What part?
That Shakir is signed to Jay Prince Sr.
Yeah, I
Now,
just couldn't. I just couldn't remember the exact details. Somebody asked. Somebody said in the
oh,
chat.
cause y'all see that? Cause I was about to be like, Bo, really?
No. Somebody said in the chat.
Oh, got you. I appreciate you, Carla, man. I appreciate everybody. Like I said, even The ones that don't really rock with us, but they rock with us because the views let us know they rock with us. I appreciate it all because regardless what we saying is getting out. Everybody know when Mickey Truth and the Truth team get on it, it's gonna be definitely verified, and we're definitely gonna come correct with it. So that's all it's about as far as how I feel about it. I just want people to know when we say something over here, we can back it up. Don't know about everybody else, but we can definitely stand on it over here. And if y'all haven't had the chance to witness the behind the scenes action, we really be going through the info and the stuff that's kind of shaky. Me and Bo, Marco will go back and forth until guess what? We figure it out. What's up, TK
Hell, even
Michelle?
stuff that's not shaky, we'll go back and forth until we figure it out.
Yo, Tony Snow.
He knows.
Tony Snow witnessed last night in Clubhouse. Me and Bo go back and forth, back and forth. Literally. And y'all want to know what it was about?
It was like we were saying the same. I just got all the titles confused. You were right.
Say it again, Bo. What happened?
Hey! You don't need to press me that hard, Mickey.
Look, we was going back and forth over what was a grand jury. And Bo and Tony Snow said, Mickey, you wrong. I said, no, I'm telling y'all, I am right. They said, no, you wrong. And I said, okay. Y'all ain't getting off this channel until we it's clear.
Well, I'd rather it be that way though.
And we went back and forth. I'm talking about Bo was sending me links. Click the link, Mickey. Click the link, Mickey. I'm like, nah, forget that link. That's not right. But y'all heard it right here.
What I should have done is tried to find links that were talking wrong just to prove my point. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, and Marco, I just want you to know you're late.
It was a standoff.
I already put the moderators. I have to do you next time because I done logged out of that. But I got you. And I feel some type of way about Marco too, because I be seeing him in the clubhouse streets, but he don't be fooling with me like he's supposed to now. Don't let him fool you. He might be over there with Ratchet and them. I don't know.
He switched teams.
He done switched
He's
teams
working with ops now.
He done switched teams on a low. So I love you, Marco. I can hear him now. What, Mickey? What else we had? That's really all we had. I'm trying to make sure I don't have no other updates to put out there. I'm trying to figure out, because if y'all haven't realized, I've been off work this week. I've been on vacation. So come next week, my availability ain't gonna be all like it is. So I'm trying to think if I want to do, matter of fact, chat. Y'all want to do round 2 of the Duke the Jeweler case tomorrow, or y'all want to hold off to the end of next week? Let me see what y'all say in the chat. And just FYI, the Duke the Jeweler research will not be alive on YouTube. Like, for me to really allow y'all to be part of the truth team, we cannot do it where people can publicly see. Because sometimes we come across stuff that's something new, and before we are able to really look into it, somebody can run with it in the wrong way. And I don't want to be the cause of that. So, all right. So a lot of people saying tomorrow. So what we're going to do, we're going to, even though I don't like being in Discord, we're going to do it in Discord. Okay. Drop the link back in for Discord. So we're going to do it in Discord. Okay. It will be recorded, but at least that way we can edit out anything that we may not want to get out. You get what I'm saying? So then we can put it on YouTube. That was something I thought about when we did the first live, how we really came across some stuff that wasn't already out there. And I don't want to get in the wrong hands, meaning the wrong YouTuber to say like the UFOs came to get it or something like that. I don't want all that. So yeah, we're gonna do it in Discord. I'ma figure out a time. I want to say maybe like 8:30 ish. Yeah, I know how I do. About 8:30ish, we gonna pop that off, and it's gonna be again Duke the Jeweler, round 2 of research. So make sure y'all be ready so we can do that. What else we got? Oh, I will say next Saturday, it may be I'm gonna get a vote. But I may do the start of Snooty. That's the name, Snooty Wild.
Yeah, Snooty Well.
We're gonna start Snooty Wild too, because I feel like right now with the Takeoff case, it's either gonna be more fast paced or it's gonna slow down. So to keep my resources flowing and stuff, I said let's just keep the momentum and keep going into the other cases. So again, as always, we're gonna ride Takeoff to the end, to the very end. So we got a sentence on. I pray the right people. I pray all the people that's involved in that case get time. So we're gonna see that to the end. We're gonna finish out the research for Duke the Jeweler. We're gonna start Snooty Wild, and then for those who know, we're gonna go into King Von. Now, if for some reason between now and then King Von case goes to trial, we won't go to his case. We'll choose another case. If you got any other cases that you would like for us to take a look at or do as a true team assignment per se, definitely let me know. Um, to those, a few of y'all reached out to me about being moderators. We just getting started. I just gave those who I can definitely recall rocking out with me since November 8th when we first started this YouTube thing. So definitely I got y'all. We gonna get bigger and bigger and have more opportunities for moderators. Um Definitely link up with me in Discord. I know I don't be on there as much, but I do be there. Cause shout out to what is help me out, Bo. The one I can't think of that tag name
For what? I'm sorry. I was.
that gave me the info on the press conference.
I'm sorry. I wasn't listening to what you're speaking on at all. I was
No, hold on, y'all. Let me look at my Discord. I can't think
You
of
talk
it.
about Spread Love, who just posted the link for the.
No, that's Spread Love. Oh, Random Spoons.
Oh yeah.
Shout out
The
to,
news
let me
interview.
tell y'all, and y'all know.
Oh yeah, yeah. I see what you're saying. My bad.
Let me tell y'all, when I say Mickey Truth definitely comes correct, right? Y'all know I've been rocking out when it was just me. But when I say the Truth team comes through, Mickey Truth literally was drooling in her sleep yesterday when Reynolds Bottom hit me up on Discord and said, hey, it's a press conference in literally 20 minutes. Okay. I found out 20 minutes before the press conference and we put everything together. So when I say the truth team really helps me out, they really do. A lot of connections and a lot of information I probably would not have been able to figure out on my own without the help of the truth team. So when I say the truth team is really the truth, they really the truth. So definitely rock with the team because we're all the way official. Shout out to Bo, even though he's like the thorn in my butt sometimes, but he definitely be on what he needs to be on. Shout out to Marco when he chooses to show up, but that's definitely my boy long time. Shout out to Tony.
Marco's been handling some stuff. He hasn't had as much time, so cut him a little slack.
Shout out to Tony for always being my ears to the street or to help me out with some of my street stuff that I don't really understand. Shout out to Coco, okay? Cause Coco is definitely Skull Gang, but she definitely rocks with you, girl, and I appreciate her. Shout out to Arthur, cause like without your comedy, I don't know how these lives will go.
Hey, I mean, Arthur was a little more grounded in his conversation tonight than some other times.
Oh yeah, he definitely was.
He was on point tonight. But always entertaining comments for sure.
Right. And I'm trying to y'all, and I don't mean no harm. Those are just the names that stick out off the top of my head from YouTube, but I see a lot of people like Chevy. I can't remember her whole tag name, but I think she left out. TK Michelle pops up a lot. It's so many of y'all that pops up, shows out, be here to the end. Oh, Miss Tina, she's not in here tonight, but she definitely pulls up for the most part. I'm gonna try to stop scheduling live so last minute so we can, so y'all can know in advance. But hey, either way, catch it on the replay. And that's all I got. Catch me on Clubhouse because that's where I'll be at tonight. Chilling. Shout out to Clout Monsters, T Money, Nisha, Kim, Dom Bean, all of them. They be getting on me like, yo, you don't be saying our names. But shout out to everybody over there. Cocaine, who else? Jay. Shoot, it's so many of them. I can't think. Clutchy. Just everybody over there at Clout Monsters on Clubhouse. Make sure y'all go subscribe to their house. And your girl Mickey does have her own house. It's called House of Truth. So you can definitely join my house. We do meet supposedly every day. We're meeting right now, even though I'm the only one in the house because everybody's on YouTube. And yeah, that's what we got so far.
I just want to remember a quick mention for High Thoughts TV as well. Go follow them as well.
Definitely follow High Thoughts TV. When I say, like I said, I respect them because it wasn't no fugazi over there. Okay, I was in their lives and I heard them talking, and they're the underdog just like I am. So definitely shout out to them. Maybe we can connect and do a joint venture in the future. Never know. Just shout out to them. Yeah. I think that's all my shout outs for now. And as always, shout out to Skull, Crisco and the Skull Gang, everybody over there. Because they definitely been rocking with me since day one. Shout out to Trap House Kitchen because his people comes through, of course. And I appreciate y'all. Ice Full Moon, everybody that gives me my flowers. Like I said, with my team, Bo, Marco, Tony, whole truth team, spread love, everybody, like we all are a unit. We work together. I'm just the face of it. Well, not really the face of it, the voice of it. But yeah, the voice of the truth, that's what I call it. But yeah, I ain't gonna hold y'all no longer.
Yo, what? At 1 million subs, you can do a face reveal?
You know what? Y'all, look, I might.
I mean, that's a big number. 100,000? 100,000?
I'm about to put it on wax. If y'all get me to 100,000 subscribers, we'll start doing face live videos. Y'all hear it now on this live today. I said it. Get me to 100,000 subscribers.
Damn, you're gonna make me trim my beard and all that shit so I don't look homeless for the live?
And we popping out. You hear me? 100,000 subscribers. And we coming from behind the camera. And we'll show our face. Alright. Y'all can refer back to it. But yeah. We're gonna go ahead and close out, y'all. Catch me on Clubhouse.
Marco.
And rock out with your girl. Y'all have a good night. Be safe. Keep it true. Holla.
Peace out.